Hi boys and girls, this is Nick J. Barrett and that is the Toshiba GIGASHOT K80he high definition offering of 1280 by 720 HD. Now, you know, like most HD cameras, the picture quality is astounding for its generation and size, but we're not here to really talk about the quality so much. I mean, that's kind of subject for another video. It's really to do with something else that it doesn't come with, and that something else is in the post because it has to be bought separately. The main problem with most cameras of this size, DV or HD or whatever, is that if you're wanting to do a lot of handheld or Steadicam work, then, you know, the wider your lens, the smoother, acceptably smoother the picture will be. So, you know, it's an inherent problem, and it's one of the first things I look for when I buy a camera is, can I put a wide angle adapter on there? Can I screw a wide angle adapter onto the front of the port? And the question was, I could, but I needed to go and buy one separately. So in the meantime, what I've done is I had an old one that had a 33mm screw fit on it from an old Sony, which is too small for this camera. This camera is a 43mm, the diameter around the edge of here. So all I've done is popped this inside, just rested it inside against the camera's lens, and then with the aid of some of this, I've then taped it on, and all this is your everyday electrical tape. So in terms of the Toshiba GIGASHOT itself, now what I've done now is I've managed to affix this to it, and as you'll see in a minute, I'm now going to go outside. I'm now going to go outside and see the difference with this new lens using my poor man's Steadicam, which you can see in another video. Basically, the image before, holding the camera at arm's length, you'd get about my head in and a sliver of my shoulders. That would be shooting 16 by 9, and using this lens you get considerably more. So I guess the purpose behind this is this video is one to show people the poor man's Steadicam, and that all is not lost if you haven't yet found a proper wide angle lens, but you have an old one knocking about. And you know, I've tested this, it's nice and sturdy, it's not going anywhere. There's a nice metal surround on the GIGASHOT, which means that anything you wish to tape on like a lens will be pretty secure, or secure enough to sort of go out and shoot and then just check it again. Okay, this is Nick J. Barrett signing off. Check out the results in terms of how much better it is with my new botched wide angle lens. I shall see you on another video. Bye bye.
So, here we are. Now, the whole purpose of this is one, to test the wide angle lens. I mean, as you can see, the wide angle lens is a lot better anyway in the first place than the original lens, and the other is to try out the poor man's Steadicam, which is behind me, which consists of this tripod holding it in different fashions, basically so that we can try different fashions, which will consist of walking, holding it like so. This is the poor man's Steadicam. Now I've tried it on, I tried it just with the standard lens, and it worked quite well actually. So now I really want to see what it looks like with the new wide angle lens. So here we go. As you can see how I'm holding it there on the shadow. So I turn it around onto me. We can see that already the lens is a lot more wider, and we're seeing a lot more, and it's a lot more well, it's a lot more of a better shot really, because the other one was kind of, you know, it was quite tight and it worked very well, but it just wasn't could done with being a bit wider. And I kind of knew that, you know, obviously if it works well on the narrow lens, then it's going to work well on the wide angle lens. So this is just with me. I'm going to change hands there. This is just with me walking along. This is my more wobblier hand, so it'll probably move around quite a lot with my wobblier hand. But you get the idea. That's holding it slightly further down the tripod. So let's try going back the other way. Let's try holding it here. So this looks like, let's drop it down a bit. And basically I'm just holding the tripod right at the top, right by the join. Let's go up here. Here. Again, I've just put it into my wobbly hand. It's kind of, you know, trying to walk and talk and not treading dog shit is quite an art. Not the walking and talking, of course, just the not treading in dog shit. Just changing hands. I think I'm going to come around here. See what that looks like. Now I'm just going to come up here. And that's kind of holding it kind of full length now, just so you can kind of get an idea of what I'm doing. And I think that's probably working quite well with a bit of practice. That's probably going to work quite well. So I'm going to put it down now. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to now change the configuration of the tripod, and we'll have another go.